Welcome back to Optimized Health, where we're making easy, healthy, and delicious meals. Today we are going to do a tofu mushroom saute, and I pulled out my handy onion that I keep the skin on to help it stay better in the fridge. I'm just going to chop this up along with the garlic that I already have chopped, and we have a hot pan. I am going to be using some sesame and coconut blended oil. So you can grab your hot pan, put in maybe a tablespoon of sesame and a tablespoon of coconut oil, chop up about 1 tablespoon of onion, as fine as you can, and about 1 large clove of garlic. We're gonna let this saute. What I also prepared ahead of time was my dried mushrooms. And these ones we just got at the Asian market. They're shiitake, and I have some black fungus that's gonna go nice with this dish. So my trick with this, because on the back of these packages it says to put in warm water for like half an hour. I just put it on the stovetop in some warm water for about 3 minutes and let it just heat up gently. Alrighty, so now we have some hot sizzling garlic and onion. So we are just gonna cook this up, give us a nice base of flavor. I'm gonna put it back on the heat, and my next thing I'm gonna add are my mushrooms. So what I did with these was I put some hot water on the stovetop for about 3 minutes. These rehydrated pretty nicely, and it's a pretty easy way to always have mushrooms. I'm gonna add only about a half of these, about 1 cup of this blend. Let's see how that's going. And then we have our tofu. I got an extra firm tofu. This one, I sliced it up just real easy with a butter knife in the package. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but kind of smaller squares, maybe about 1 inch wide. We're gonna add this in. And I'm turning the heat up on medium, and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so while that is cooking, I'm going to remind you about the additional ingredients. We're going to have about 2 cups of bean sprouts. These are mung beans. And then we're going to add in about a handful, maybe half a cup of these power greens. That's going to come toward the end. In the meantime, I'm going to use this flavoring sauce that Tracy has kindly given me the recipe to. I am going to use a couple of things a little bit differently, but I really appreciate the inspiration. It's probably going to be a really nice and spicy and savory combination. So I'm using the tamari, which is a gluten-free soy. The pepper flakes, that's about half a teaspoon. We're going to do about 1 teaspoon of the soy sauce. Then I got this really cool fish sauce that has also chili oil in it. So that'll be a really nice combo. And we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of this. And the next thing we'll add is a little bit of ginger. And I don't have fresh right now, so I'm gonna use about 1/4 teaspoon of powdered And this is just ginger from Trader Joe's. So that should be good. And if you wanted to kind of balance out the flavor, it can be a little bit more like acidic and umami flavors, you can add a little bit of sweetener. And you could also, for your tofu, one trick that Tracy shared with me is she puts the packet in the freezer and it changes the texture so that you're able to make this dish more like a shredded kind of texture with the tofu. So that would be pretty cool to try out. So we will be right back once we have the mung beans, which are going in next, and the greens cooked up. You should talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, or veterinarian to see if any of these recipes, suggestions, or contents of these videos are right for you. Nothing contained in these videos are intended to be taken as medical advice. Use at your own risk. All right, guys, this is cooked down pretty nicely. So we have our tofu, various mushrooms, the mung bean sprouts, and a few of these power greens leaves in here. And what we want to do lastly is to add our fish and chili sauce with, it's got some soy in it. And if you wanted, you could add a little extra garlic for flavor. And I'm gonna put in a little bit of chopped red onion to add just some more beautiful color. So I did about a 1/4 cup of just coarsely chopped red onions. And mix it up a bit. Season with a little salt as you see fit. And I've got my sea salt cracker here. Just gonna do a few circles around. Estimate that's about 1/2 of a teaspoon. Get that mixed in real nice. And this looks ready to go. I would serve this up with maybe some fresh salad or maybe some additional fermented like cabbage, like a kimchi or something like that. But we would love to hear what you guys think, how you make it, what you pair it with, and any additional recipes you'd like us to try making a healthier version for you. Just let us know in the comments, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.